Have you observed that every Nigerian family that has a relation or member of the family working abroad, whether United States of America, whether United Kingdom, whether Canada, this family always lives better than others? Have you observed that? In comparison with those living in their neighborhood, I mean, why is it so? Is it just because they are in overseas, then they have to live better than others? And of course, their family members always send them money where those family members are caring. Now, what is the difference between living overseas and living in your country? Okay, now it is all about the amount earned in your monthly income and the currency denomination for that amount. So, if you are in an economy where your income is not so high, then you might not be earning as much as those in another economy where their income is high, even when it is the same job. That is why when you have a health worker in Nigeria earning a certain amount of money, the same health worker in the overseas would be earning, even if it is not so different, but because of the currency in which the worker is paid, and that currency is higher than your country's currency, you see that income earned by the other worker has more value than yours. And that is why they can afford to send you a small amount as change for you to make use of in taking care of yourself, and you get to feel like their life is better. Well, expenses over there is high, while the money they send you can make a lot of change in your life here, where even with the high rate of things, it still cannot be compared with the value of those things overseas. So, first of all, it is not about going overseas that will make you live better, or working overseas that will make you earn better. It is what you do with your money here in your country. So what do you do with your money? As a business person, you sell products of different rates or grades, and then you make your profit. If you sold that same product overseas, the price you are currently charging on that product will definitely be higher overseas. Do you know why? That is because the cost of living overseas is higher than the cost of living where you are currently, whether in the United States of America or United Kingdom or Canada. These three hot places for foreigners traveling have recorded high rates of consumption of things, and that is how their financial capability is also higher than those at home. So, how do you gain the same advantage they have without traveling overseas and without changing your line of business? Very simple. The fast trade fair has created an equal opportunity for you to enjoy the kind of benefit those overseas enjoy. And how is that done? It is as simple as participating in the financial market trading done over the counter. And that is what the fast trade fair will open you up to. So you are the target of the fast trade fair, because even when you are going to leave your business for one full week just to retreat as a tourist on this program, the fast trade fair itself is a business that will help you do your main business better. So participating at the fast trade fair with a total budget of 500k naira, for example, is like carrying just one item from your shop to come and exhibit. But the fast trade fair will not require you to come with any item. Instead, you monetize the item before coming. And that is like when traveling overseas, what do? You don't go with the items you want to make profit of. Instead, you monetize them and go overseas with your capital. So coming to the fast trade fair every month is like going overseas with the money you have already exchanged into the currency of the country you are traveling to. If it's United States you are traveling to, you are exchanging it into US dollars. If it's United Kingdom you are traveling to, you are exchanging it into British pounds. If it's any of the European companies like Germany and the rest you are traveling to, you exchange it into your euro and also Canadian dollar, or as the case may be. So when coming for the fast trade fair, you don't come with the physical items you have been doing business with. Instead, you monetize them and come. Remember again, the experience is going to be just like you traveling overseas. So first of all, come with the capital you want to spend in the fast trade fair. Same as you go with the capital you want to spend overseas. If it's to start the same business you are doing over here when you travel overseas, then you go with the capital you want to start with. That is what it takes to come for the fast trade fair. Come with the capital. How much items are you currently selling? Again, remember that the experience is going to be like those who travel overseas and earn better income because of the value of their currency. In the fast trade fair, you are going to be earning better income from the same capital you have been doing your business with. So, for those who are first timers and you are not certain of how is this going to happen, just come. If you cannot come with 50% of your business capital, come with 25% of your business capital for any month and experience it for the first time so that subsequently you will now know how to plan your capital well when attending the monthly exercise of the fast trade fair. Again, the good news is that you will not need to carry any item and yet you will achieve the same result equivalent to selling your products off stock. Yes, selling out your products in stock for any price at which you are selling them currently, but get a better result from it, just like you doing that business overseas. So that is why you will not want to miss the fast trade fair done every month, because on each month and whenever you are participating, of course, for the fast trade fair, you will leave your business at home from Sunday to Saturday, which is 1 week. But you will be building your business for better results from what you will benefit from the fast trade fair. Same applies to people who sell or do any type of job where they earn a certain amount of income. You can come with the amount you earn from your job, which is if you cannot come with 100% of the amount you earn from your job, you can come with 50% or 25%. It's still capital. Capital is capital. Whether what you are selling is cheap products or you are selling expensive products that are costing up to 500,000 naira or $500 per item. So if the total item in your business for sale can add up to any amount, now divide that into two to come with half of it, or into 4 places and come with one part of it, that is 25%. Then you can also enjoy the same benefit people enjoy who travel overseas. So the target of this fast trade fair is for you who earn an income either from your business or from your job, because it is like you traveling overseas. All right. Now, think about you transferring your current business from where it is currently located to an overseas market. Think about the better benefits that awaits you. This is exactly what you would experience on the fast trade fair, because it is like bringing your whole business to sell what you have at this fast trade fair. So let's talk about the fast trade fair proper as it is and how you actually benefit from it. Now, you will not need to carry anything from your shop to come to this fast trade fair. You will only have to register yourself and come with the cash equivalent of all the items you want to sell in your business. Now, you are going to be on the fast trade fair during the 5 days of this event, and while there, you will use that cash equivalent of the products you have to sell and participate as a retail trader in the trade fair. So The word is participating as a retail trader in the trade fair. Now, because of your participation, you will be able to generate profit equivalent to the profit you make from sales of your products at this fast trade fair. While you still have your products in your shop, you will make the total amount of profit you expected to make from the sales of your products in your business just by coming with the cash equivalent of these products and participate in the fast trade fair over the counter as a retail trader. That brings us to the point that anyone who has a business that sells products worth any amount and has an income from any source that is stable monthly is qualified for the fast trade fair. So, whether you are a business owner or you are an income earner, if you can make out time in a month, 5 days in a month, 1 day for arrival and another day for departure, that makes it 1 full week, then you are invited to register for the fast trade fair. Okay, and if you are already registered, of course, this is a monthly event. So 1 month, first experience, next month you have to experience it again. Imagine when you have successfully relocated your business overseas and you come back home. What will happen? Will you want to stay far away from your business or you want to go closer to your business? Definitely, you're coming back home will be for a short term and you are going back to your business will be what you want to do always. So if you love home so much, you will come home once in a while and also return to your business if you can afford it. And of course, if you have started doing your business overseas, there is every chance and possibility that you will afford coming and going. Okay, because of how more improved your income has become. That is what will also be your experience from the fast trade fair. If you have attended the fast trade fair for the first time, you are going to start seeing your income improve because what you achieve in 5 days, if you did not attend the fast trade fair, you might not achieve it in a month. So the trade fair happens in 5 days, but what you achieve from participating in it as a retail trader is equivalent to what you sell in a month as a shop owner, a business owner, and you achieve it faster in only 5 days. Now, even thinking about you as an income earner on a paid job, you earn your salary when in 1 month or monthly at the end of the month. So instead of you achieving that same salary in a month, you can achieve it in 5 days from the fast trade fair. All because you are able to register yourself. You achieve it faster in only 5 days just by coming with the cash equivalent of if it's items you sell, of the total items you have to sell in your shop, or if it's a job you are on, of the amount of salary you earn from your job. If not 50% of it, at least 25% of what you earn. So you are the right person for the fast trade fair every month if you have your own source of income, whether business or you sell products, offer services, or you have a job. So whatever you have as your source of income, and if you are especially a product seller, no matter the value of the products you sell, whether highly priced or very affordable, whatever it is you sell, you have the qualification to come for the fast trade fair. The fast trade fair happens in the middle of every month. So the products you have sold for the first 2 weeks of the month that you have not restocked is the amount of capital you can come with to the fast trade fair as a business owner. You will use this capital to participate as a retail trader in the fast trade fair for 5 days from Monday to Friday, and then you will make an equivalent of the same amount of profit you usually make in a month from sales of your products stocked in the shop as a business owner or from your salary earned in a month. That means instead of thinking of this trade fair as just an event that will cost you so much money, think of it as a trade fair that will help you sell your products worth any amount in only 5 days and make your monthly income become a profit that you generate, okay, within 5 days. Think about it if you are also on a paid job. So your salary that you earn or wait for the month to end before you earn it, you can now earn it in 5 days, all because you are on the fast trade fair. And that is why it is called fast trade fair, because the result you achieve it fast in only 1 week on this fast trade fair. Again, this is why it is called fast trade fair, because in as fast as 1 week, you are able to make profit in your business capital that is equivalent to the profit you make in your business in 1 month of sales, or in your job in 1 month. So if you are in any sales business, production or distribution business that involves buying and selling one product or another to make profit every month, if you have a shop, you are working as a manager in a showroom or a store, and you work in an office where products are stocked, and if the value of the products you sell every month is something that when added up together can give you up to 100,000 naira and above, okay, as turnover, then do not lose the opportunity to be at the fast trade fair every month. Calculate how much profit you expect to make from selling how many products you sell every month, and come with the cash equivalent of the total number of products you need to sell to achieve that monthly profit. That will be your business capital for the fast trade fair, and you are going to use it to participate as a retail trader in the fast trade fair to achieve your monthly profit all in 1 week from any business capital you come with, up to 500k or even above. Don't lose this opportunity for making fast profit from your business capital in 1 week. So, if you are already part of the fast trade fair once, then you already know what it is like to enjoy and have this experience. But if you are not yet in the fast trade fair, then or you are looking forward to the next event, then you have to register for the next fast trade fair. Now, register now and secure the next slot, because the slots are limited. So you can register for months in advance. That is why even when you are registered for one now, you can also plan to register for the next one. All you are doing when registering is paying the registration fee. The business capital, you don't need to pay it forward until you arrive at the venue. So you can register for as many months in advance, just so that you don't miss any of this event. It's just like someone who has acquired his or her passport and visa. Okay, you have your passport that stays for so many years, okay, depending on how you got it. So it's same when you are registering for the fast trade fair. You want to make sure you don't lose any opportunity to participate in the fast trade fair. You can always register for many months in advance, just to make sure you secure your own spot for every monthly event. So once you are registered for the fast trade fair, you qualify to come and participate with your business capital to represent your business at the fast trade fair for 1 week. No matter how much business capital you come with, even if you are only coming with 200k as your business capital or above 500k, you can generate your monthly business profit with this capital all in 1 week on the fast trade fair. It is like bringing all your goods to exhibit and sell at the fast trade fair, but you do it differently by coming with only the capital equivalent of your goods, and still you sell the same amount of profit you expect to make from selling all your goods. The good part again is that at the end of the fast trade fair, you will have sold out all your goods as liquid cash and have your profit fully available to return home with. No time wasted, no money lost, and you can then put all this capital and profit back into your business. So, why you do not want to lose out on participating at the fast trade fair once every month? The fast trade fair only happens in 1 week of every month. On each fast trade fair, you come with your business capital to represent your business and the type of goods or products you sell, no matter the name, and purpose of the products and how hard it is to find customers for them. On the fast trade fair, there is a wholesaler waiting to buy all your products from you and get the full profit of the total capital you use as a retailer on the fast trade fair. So instead of waiting 1 month before you make profits for the capital you have put in to sell out the products in your shop, come with your capital equal to the total number of products you have to sell, and the wholesaler in the fast trade fair will buy all your capital from you. Plus, you get your profit on sales of your capital in only 1 week. This is the fastest way to get your business turnover in 1 week instead of 1 month. Now, the advantages of the fast trade fair and why it is better than all other trade fairs. There is enough space for you to showcase all you have to sell by converting all your goods into capital and trading it as a retailer with the wholesaler buying your capital from you at the fast trade fair. Also, there is no logistical cost of moving your products physically to exhibit at the fast trade fair. You only transport yourself once on the day of arrival and on the day of departure. Also, there is no waiting for customers and no leftover of unsold goods to take back home. After the trade fair, you sell off everything with the total amount of products you converted into cash to participate at the fast trade fair, and the wholesaler buys everything from you at your retail price. Also, there is no damage of goods, no lifting, no handling, no packaging, and no noise calling for customers. No, everything is very easy. At the fast trade fair, you are participating over the counter, so you get the required attention you need to push your capital out and get the profit from sales, because it is your capital you are trading and get the profit on it. Again, this is comparable or like traveling overseas with your business capital to do your business overseas for a period of time when you expect to get higher returns from same. So you can always make your full profits all in 1 week only in this fast trade fair. Once again, there is no sale on credit, no refund to customers for damaged items, no stories here or there. Everything is easy for you in the fast trade fair, plus no security threat that might lead to loss of products or loss of profit. You sell everything off over the counter, doing it securely. You can track all your sales and see the real-time history of your transactions. Plus, you cash out your profit on Friday morning before you start your journey back home, as departure is on Saturday. Again, there is no time for boring and stressful activities. You are going to get enough opportunity to recreate, to network, to refresh, to do sports, to have fun, and to go on excursion, enjoying all the benefits of tourism all in 1 week of participating at the fast trade fair. To enjoy all of these, you have to register for the fast trade fair. If you have not done so for the next month, of course, even if you are registered now, you still have the next month coming to register for, so that you can get your invitation to the venue. Then you prepare your business capital and come with it to the next tourist destination. You keep a reminder to pay for your registration on or before the Friday of the second week of every month. Then you get your invitation on the Saturday and you move to the venue on the Sunday. So for your registration and other inquiries, you should always keep in touch with us on WhatsApp at 0906 064 1622. Again, you have access to this WhatsApp for you to send your inquiries anytime. 0906 064 1622. Always get in touch with us when you have any question. Then stay updated on the WhatsApp channel. So finally, let's look at the details on preparing yourself for the fast trade fair. What you need to take note of is that this is a trade fair that happens very fast because it is done over the counter with the help of a web and mobile digital tracking and chatting software used by all retail participants in the trade fair who are trained on how to use the chatting software to conduct their trading activities done over the counter. As retail participants, all they need is their mobile device or PC to access the chatting software and link their margin accounts to it to enable them to connect with all the virtual assets they will buy and sell using contract for difference trading protocol provided by their financial market broker. They start by having a verified account with their brokers who provide them a tracking tool for measuring their performance and also managing their finance personally and securely. To get exposed to the broker recommended for their financial management and administration during the trade fair, and also to get trained on how to securely connect their brokers provided self-directed, live, verified, and funded account to the chatting software installed on their personal smart devices, whether mobile phone or PC. All registered participants for the fast trade fair will need to be at the venue on the first day of their induction to commence the fast trade fair. So the first day is the only day for getting fully set up with the recommended broker and installing the chatting software, and that is why all registered participants are required to come along with their verification documents to be used for setting up their margin accounts as retail participants in the fast trade fair, where the recommended financial market broker is the only wholesaler in this fast trade fair, and also they will gain all that they need by transacting with this wholesaler as retailers and benefit from the fast trade fair as they should. The most important thing about coming for this fast trade fair every month is that the participation of each retailer is completely electronically transmitted over the counter. And because it is electronically transmitted, it is not limited to space and time. Every retailer has ample space to choose from a number of quotes to offer and ask for before accepting to buy and sell an asset. And all trades are deals carried out directly with the broker so that there is no need to wait or look for customers or even be manipulated by middlemen, because the contract for difference allows them to exchange the items traded entirely, personally and directly, with the broker providing them wholesale quotes as seller when the retailers are buying, and accepting to buy from the retailers at retail prices quoted fully by the retailers while the broker acts as buyer. Hence, it is only a matter of precision in making decisions over quotes to bid and ask. The exact procedure on how to carry out this type of trade deals done over the counter involving the retailer, which will be you, and the wholesaler, which is the broker, will be explained on the first day. So participants are required to come prepared for the trade fair by coming with the following requirements, namely: 1. Business capital to use on the trade fair. The higher the capital, the higher the profit from the trade fair. However, the minimum amount required is $200, but there will be no limits if you cannot afford $200 for your first time at the fast trade fair, and the equivalent of this amount should be in your bank account while coming. 2. Feeding, accommodation, and transportation budgets. The amount required for these necessities is also $200, and this would be paid on the venue. On arrival at the venue, this amount for your feeding, accommodation, and transportation will be paid. The amount set here is $200. If you have more, of course, you can come with it to support other plans and the arrangements to be done at the venue. This will be managed by the organizer as well as the institution that will be hosting this fast trade fair to provide you with 3 square meals, accommodation, and transportation. So, have this amount in cash while coming. 3. smartphone and or your PC. This is not luxury but a necessity because the tracking through and chatting software to be used for the fast trade fair will be installed on your device depending on which device you have, whether mobile device or desktop, for web access to do your retail trade over the counter and exchange quotes with the wholesaler electronically. 4. Verification documents. The documents needed to set up a margin account with a wholesaler who will assess you and approve you as a retailer only will be done after document verification. And the documents required are 1. Identity document. So whichever you have, either voter's card, national ID card, driver's license, international passport, anyone you have is acceptable. 2. Proof of residence. You have to print out your bank statement for the recent or 6 months period and come with it. This is the most acceptable proof of residence you need, and that will be all. So make yourself comfortable while preparing for the fast trade fair. The minimum capital you can come with can range from $200 to $500. Anything higher than that will be very good for you. But remember that you are coming with business capital because you are taking a step like one traveling overseas, and you know when traveling you have to have what you need to conduct your business overseas, considering the high cost of things and living overseas. So always take consideration of that when preparing for the fast trade fair, and put yourself together, have your other expenses sorted out. The minimum also for all the expenses sorted out for feeding, accommodation, and transportation is around $200. You can come with more to support the organizer and also the institution hosting the fast trade fair for each month. So get ready and come for your fast trade fair. Welcome to another information loaded and life-changing episode of the Fast Trade Fair live podcast on radio. Wherever you are listening to us from, and or whatever you call yourself, let me warn you just this once. Don't go nowhere for the next 1 hour, because what you are going to hear us talk about is going to change your life. Just follow the rules and you will be happy. This podcast will be divided into 3 parts as follows. Part 1, thesis presentation. Here, all you have to do is listen attentively and write down your questions. Part 2, content analysis and interpretation to summarize the presentation in Pidgin so that those of you who couldn't understand the presentation in English will understand its Pidgin summary, just so that you don't get left behind. Part 3, content review, interview, and commentary by the host and special guests invited to the show. After these 3 parts are completed, you can then start calling to ask your questions. And anyone in the studio here, from the presenter to the analyst, the host, and the commentator or special guest, can answer your questions. Before you ask your questions, post in on WhatsApp to the number 0906 064 1622. And your questions will be reviewed so that even if you can't make a call live on the show, your question will still get answered on WhatsApp. In fact, a special channel has been created on WhatsApp just for answering all questions asked without skipping any, and you can check the answer to your question by joining the channel via the link you will receive on WhatsApp when you send your questions to 0906 064 1622. Before you send your question on WhatsApp, first save the number and open it on WhatsApp. Then click on the WhatsApp profile, read through, and join the WhatsApp channel and Facebook group following the link on the profile. The WhatsApp number for your questions again is 0906 064 1622. Just to make sure you are ready for this podcast, here are a few highlights of what to do before you start calling. Save the WhatsApp number to send your questions and get the answers to your questions on WhatsApp. 1. Have you saved the number? The WhatsApp number again is 0906 064 1622. 2. Have you viewed the WhatsApp profile? Do not forget to do so and read through the information there. 3. Have you joined the WhatsApp channel? Follow the link on the WhatsApp profile to join the WhatsApp channel for you to see the answer to your questions and other questions asked during this weekly podcast. 4. Have you joined the Facebook group? Follow the link on the WhatsApp profile to join the Facebook group and interact in the community freely. If you have done all this, then send your questions on WhatsApp. But please, don't bother calling the WhatsApp number. It is not for calls. It is only for your questions. So if you call, you do not expect a response because the presenter won't pick your call on WhatsApp. Now, if you are ready for this podcast, then please listen to the thesis presentation first and formulate your question to send and get answers on WhatsApp. As you ask your question, begin first to introduce yourself by answering these questions below truly and honestly. Please answer. How are you doing? Please don't say fine. We are not asking how are you. Here is what we mean. You have skills too, you know. How are you using what you have? What are you using them for? What are you doing with what you have? We mean, what are you doing with your time, talent, training, and money? Are you doing enough with them? How about what you are getting from them? Are you getting enough from what you are doing? We would like to challenge you to look inside and find the correct answers to these questions here as we begin this presentation now. We are now in the podcast, and with us in the studio are Francis Bestman, your presenter, while the others will introduce themselves after this presentation. So let's ride on. Okay, so the title of this thesis presentation is Secret to Achieving Unequal Wealth. The goal of this presentation is to help you discover this secret and apply it to your own life, career, and occupation. The key words to note are secrets, achieve, unequal, wealth, discover. Those who have do not know how to use it, whereas those who know do not have what to use for it. Secret of unequal wealth. The secret to achieving unequal wealth lies somewhere in the middle between having what you need and knowing what to do with it. The middle point is just one word, doing. The word doing can be rephrased from a verb to a noun as performance. But it is more suitable to use the verb doing because it is an active verb that denotes continued action and activity and is open to a lot of options tolerant of dynamism and diversity. So, the secret to achieving unequal wealth is embedded in one word, doing. The question then is, what are you doing? It is not as simple as it sounds though, because what are you doing now means just an activity you can be seen on. The exact weight of the question and answer expected is the response to what are you doing with what you have and what you know. If you start from answering the what question, that's just the starting. The question doesn't end at just the what question. It goes even further to ask, how often are you involved in doing it? The how question also gets even more clarity on it by asking more how questions to any answer you give, asking such questions as, how are you doing it? How committed are you in doing it? How skilled are you on it? How satisfied are you with how you are doing it? How much longer do you want to continue doing it how you are doing it? So, the how questions take you deeper into seeing your activity as requiring even more than you are currently providing, committing, utilizing, dispensing with, and availing, exploring, researching, investing, controlling, studying, exploiting, expanding, building, leveraging, cooperating, and competing. As you go into these deeper levels of answering the how question, you become more aware of what you are doing and how you are doing it. But there is another important question to answer, and that is the question of why are you doing it? This is a question on why are you doing what you are doing and why are you doing it how you are doing it. You notice that because of this why question, you begin to tell yourself the truth about your purpose, your motivation, your reason, your mission, your goal, desire, ambition, aim, objective, aspiration, and overall plan. But most importantly, your dream and vision. If you are not scrutinizing all this, not just on the what aspect of the why question, but most importantly, the how aspect of the why question, you are not really telling yourself the truth that you need to know in order to become free to come out of any unfavorable situation and give yourself the right push at the right time to change your condition and improve your life for the better. So, you're about to start achieving unequal wealth just because you now know the secrets. Doing what you know and doing with what you have is a starting point, but is by no means the final point. Doing is continuous. So, when what you know is not enough, your doing will have to be stepped up, which is where you consider how you are doing it. If you are doing it how you know it is done, you might not be doing well enough. So, how about learning more about what you are doing and start doing it how you have never done it before? How about doing something entirely different with what you have, something you have never done with it? Now, you get the picture clearly. What you have is one thing, but what you are doing with it is more important. If your goal is to achieve unequal wealth, then knowing where to start is taking the first step. You start doing something with what you have and doing what you know how to do with it. But the next step is to do it better, do it differently, and use what you have to do what you want to do, but how you have never done it before. Again, doing is continuous and accommodates growing up, becoming wiser, and achieving better results. So, measuring the results you are achieving from what you are doing is more important than what you are doing, because that is only when you get to apply the truth to what you are doing that will lead to improvements. If you are not measuring the result, you could as well be wasting a lot of effort, resources, and time, and losing a lot of rewards, benefits, gains, and becoming very ineffective, growing very slowly, and living below your capacity and true potential. This is why you are always in need of a measuring tool for everything you are doing at every time. How are you measuring what you are doing? How are you measuring how you are doing it? How are you measuring what you are getting from it? How are you measuring the impact of what you are doing on everything it affects and how it affects everything? You now see that where you are and how you are feeling about it is all a delusion. If you are not measuring the result of what you are doing and how it is done in all ways it could have been done. If you want to achieve unequal wealth, then be practical with tracking and measuring your active and continuous performance. This is a secret and it has been spilled out. It is time to apply it to the money you are making, which can be used as one way to measure your results. While money is not the only measuring tool, it is one of the best, and in fact, we are going to use it. So, how do you use money to measure your results? It is practical and will be demonstrated in the daily activity you will be trained on, which can help you develop other areas of your life to make you a high-performance person able to achieve unequal wealth measured by the amount of money you start making from this activity and any other thing you are doing, and learn how to start doing or doing it better. This now brings us to the subject of using money as a measuring tool for your results. We can't talk about this in words only. We will get active on it and do it practically, then we will track our results from it daily. This defines the next activity to be going on here, which is the Fast Trade Fair. We shall use the Fast Trade Fair as a platform to practically get you involved in learning how to use money to measure your results and improve your life from it to start achieving unequal wealth with this secret. So let us get started. Now we'll be welcoming you to the Fast Trade Fair. Of course, it is going to be happening live and direct every month for 5 days. So, register to participate in it now. The rest of the lesson is reserved for those who have registered for the Fast Trade Fair. Until you register, you will only be able to see the daily exercises of real-time measurements done, but you won't be able to benefit from it until you are registered for the Fast Trade Fair. In the Fast Trade Fair, everyone registered will start measuring their results with the money they make from the Fast Trade Fair itself. That is a very practical activity. It is not something you can benefit from unless you are actively participating in the Fast Trade Fair. So, register for the Fast Trade Fair now. You can follow the link on the WhatsApp. You will get a message from to register for it. To your success, Fixed Clip. Of course, Fixed Clip is the title or name you find on the WhatsApp profile that you will be adding to your phone contacts. Learn and practically start applying the secret of achieving unequal wealth in the Fast Trade Fair. So, are you now ready to register for the Fast Trade Fair? Start learning how to track your results with money to start achieving unequal wealth with this secret exposed. Get registered for the Fast Trade Fair to get started as soon as possible. Start on Fast Trade Fair. Follow the WhatsApp number 0906 064 1622. Again, 0906 064 1622. Send your questions and get ready to join the Fast Trade Fair. Register as soon as possible. Thank you.